course, we have flagship program that brings you insights on the outcomes of the State Executive Council meeting and other activities of the Dr. Alex led administration comes up every Tuesday on this year radio, 1 FM. The program is simulcast on Flow 94.9 FM UMUAHIA, Will 99.1 FM Aba, and of course Family Love 99.9 FM UMUAHIA. As usual, seated here and ready to talk to us this morning is the Honorable Commissioner for Information Abia State. We can welcome to the program, sir. My colleague and co-anchor kitchen work is also here. Welcome, NK.
Thank you so much, Francis. Honorable Commissioner, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Aisha, I mean your uncle Francis from the State. Stay tuned as we bring you a 60 brief energy. It's alright, Honorable Commissioner. Let me take the first shot today. Yes, let's start with the big one today. This event today marks another landmark in the infrastructure revolution of the Dr. Alex led administration in the state. As the scheduled flag off of the OPET Omafai Aheke Road, which is about 4.32 kilometers, as well as that of the Aheke Okota Bende Road, about 3.79 kilometers. Can you highlight on this event coming up this morning in UMUAHIA?
Thank you, Francis. When you said it all, you mentioned the roads in line with the vision and agenda of His Excellency Dr. Alex to revolutionize the infrastructure framework of the state, or landscape rather. There will be that major event today, another flag off event, where he flag off two very important roads in UMUAHIA, the Aheke OPEX Omafai Aheke Road, which you rightly said is 4.32 kilometers, and the Aheke Okota Bende Road, that one is 3.79 kilometers. These are arterial roads, connecting those parts of UMUAHIA to the main city center. They are very important routes that will open up those parts of UMUAHIA to more economic activities and better connectivity within the state. It's important to state here that so long as this government, as far as this government is concerned, roads will continue to be flagged off on a regular basis until the whole road network in the state is built up. If you see the pattern that how this thing has done, the focus was on the city center in Aba and UMUAHIA, and you can see gradually the movement is now towards the hinterland. Of course, about 3 weeks ago, we went over to flag off that of Obe Umudobia Owaza Road, and today we are in UMUAHIA to flag off this other road. So it will continue that way until the entire state road network is built up. So that's significant. When I hear to, maybe on the sunny side, that a former commissioner for works in the state lives around somewhere around along the UMUAHIA road, and that why the group lasted for him and the government is never give up that road. So, but we have a way of doing good, and that's the reason the Excellency is building up that road. It's not minding what happened in the past. Just want to bring joy to Abians, no matter where they come from. Thank you. But that was in the right time.
Yeah. But you're well informed, Honorable Commissioner.
Okay, Honorable Commissioner, with what's on ground, it's actually harvest of road flag roads, road reconstruction, but more like in hinterland. I'm just wondering how soon will other roads in the capital city, UMUAHIA, get similar attention?
Where are the roads? Can you mention one of them?
How I can mention one, the one road.
Maybe there's one now. The one that leads from Express one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's being built up now somehow
So how soon? Very, very
as
soon.
soon as possible. And I know that some other development coming around there, there's some housing estates around that whole area. So these things, before long, you see a lot of development around that area. As I build up those estates, those roads have been, constructed. So it's a whole combo. So just be patient and don't wear your local cap.
Commissioner, let's shift a little bit to education. We got Cherry News, the computer-based test for our teachers. The exercise has been concluded. So, how has it been and what next? We expected because for a very long time we've not had this kind of open recruitment of any form of workers in the state.
Well, that is what Dr. Lex and his government have brought to the table. A situation whereby employment is based on merit, first and foremost. So, and the process, of course, has been transparent. Talking about the teachers' recruitment exercise. Right from the very beginning when a portal was established and people were asked to upload their information, right to when they took that, they were shortlisted, then after being shortlisted, they were meant to sit for the CBT test. Everything has gone through a process. And I can inform you for free that while that exam lasted and ended, the candidates saw their marks right there on the screen there. So there's nothing like somebody came there, with prior ideas about what to do or something. It depended on everybody's efforts, experience, and intelligence. So, and that's the reason you will not hear the candidates complain because it's happening before they're very high. If you are qualified, they will eventually employ you. You don't need to know his excellence, you don't need to be any commissioner, any special advisor. What will make you, sell through is when you have upsets. But having said that, the exercise has gone very well, and I'm happy that Abians are seeing that things are being done differently in this government. If you look at all the processes of employment so far, it started with the permanent secretaries, the first set, and the second set that were employed. All these things the process was handled by the government after their tests and all that. Then they had CBT tests, but theirs wasn't very open because there were fewer in number. But after their CBT test, the governor himself interviewed them, and from there everybody was graded. And when people were employed, everybody who was employed knew why he or she was employed. They didn't need to know the governor. And it was through that process that somebody from Edo State today is the head of service. He passed the initial exam, he did very well, and he was promoted to the position of permanent director of the permanent secretary. And today he's the head of service. This last set, somebody who hails from a Bible, that I think is married to an army. Actually, I don't know. But her name is Kaita, I guess. Yeah. She's a permanent secretary. So it has nothing to do with where you come from. Once you're a resident in Abia State, or you're an indigenous of Abia State, and you're working in the civil service, all these things will trickle down. Same thing with the teachers recruitment exercise. If you're here, you work here, you pay your taxes here, you are entitled to sit for something. And what you see is transparency and merit at work. So that exercise was concluded last week. Test, and those who passed, I think instead they will begin to get their slips from next week via SMS. Having said that, a cut-off mark has been set for them, and it was set at 45%. The reason for sending it at 45 does not suggest that it has to, the government wants to bring down the standard. No, just to give enough room, for a lot of people to come into the net. And the fact that somebody passed the CBT test does not guarantee that the person will be employed. You'll be employed when you eventually attend the oral interview and you have found a fit and proper person to manage our children. So it's a very rigorous, transparent process. And I believe anybody that comes through it will say thank you. I'm happy I passed through this process.
But I think it's only before you come with your question, I want to ask you, we also have pockets of ministries that are still lacking staff. I don't know whether there are plans to extend this employment to other areas of other sectors of the state. Like also, like we could do with one or two hands.
I can see you're always wearing your back out.
Where do you wear the shoe?
What I want to say is that you see, for a while, I've not been making fresh employment myself, except in dire cases and in special areas of need. There's still the waiver on employment has not been lifted. But what has happened is there's a movement from one ministry, one department to the other in terms of personnel. And what I've seen happen is one or two instances where people have been hired on contract to fill particular gaps that are very, very necessary. But I believe that at some point, His Excellency will graciously lift that waiver. All I can tell our ministries and departments, agencies, is to articulate their needs in terms of manpower needs, and always make these things known, to the office of the head of service. When the governor very well, the governor is somebody who has a good head on his shoulders, and when the time comes and there's need for the government to employ more hands, they will grant that. But for now, I think the civil service is overloaded, as it were. Yes, I can tell you that it's overloaded. And there are a lot of redundant people in the service. There are a lot of offices you enter and you see mostly women chatting away and all that. So rather than bringing fresh hands, what government may need to do is to ensure that the ones who have are properly deployed where they're supposed to fit in. And if for some reason some of them don't have the requisite skills to fit in some of these offices, maybe there are other areas where government may have to channel their efforts. But for now, I don't think government is in dire need of employing fresh hands. Francis, as the acting, you may well have to do with coppers. I know that your requests for coppers have never been turned down. So you can use them to fill gaps and use your experienced staff here. I mean, to do some step ups. I'm sure some of your people are promoted. Fine, let people just climb and all that. And just as well as some people may have exited not too long ago. Fine, that is what the service is all about. So as those people exit, these other people move up. Let some other people move up. What they need, really, if you ask me, is training. Let them upscale their skills, more capacity building, and you find out that you have the right hands. You don't need to go outside to bring fresh people.
After this question, we need to open the lines. I know many people will be reaching to just make contributions or ask questions.
Okay, Honorable Commissioner, let me take it back to the education sector. The governor, Dr. Alex Oti, paid an unscheduled visit to Abia State University last weekend, and a lot of things are emanating from that particular visit. We would like to hear from you or to get a feedback more on what actually transpired that day and the steps being taken to address the situation.
Well, what the governor did on Sunday speaks to who he is. A lot of us were taken unawares. while some of us were busy thinking about how to go to church and come back and rest, the governor was on his way to Abia State University. He paid an unscheduled visit there. And like he did say at the council meeting yesterday, he was thoroughly embarrassed. He was deeply touched by what he saw on ground at the university. And if you recall, the governor set up a visitation panel sometime in early 2024, and that was when he came to his knowledge that there were issues in the university, and he decided to have a team of independent people move in there to assess what was on ground. And the work of the panel took quite a while, and by the time they finished, they submitted their report. And it was based on their report that a white paper was issued. And His Excellency, being a stickler to procedures and processes, has been implementing the recommendations in that white paper. But having said that, I know recently there was a retreat by the new council, the new governing council of the university, and during the retreat, in their own wisdom, they brought in students from the university, and I recall that the student president made a passionate appeal to His Excellency that they will be happy one day if he visits their university as a visitor and as their father. Little did he know that in less than 1 week after he said that the governor would plan on scheduled visit. He did. And that singular visit has turned a lot of things around for the university, because after going around the premises, he quickly directed that a 5,000 capacity hostel be built for the students. And before now, based on that, the report of that white paper, or based on the recommendations of the white paper, he had directed as well that the law faculty and the agric faculty in UMUAHIA be moved to the permanent site, to Uturu. And that process was on late last year into early this year. We had to hold that movement because some of the students were involved in exams. And being the compassionate person he is, he said, okay, let's allow them finish the exams. And one thing led to the other, and here we are, the governor now goes to the university, only to find out that even the building that the law students were going to relocate to was not in a very good shape. In terms, speaking structurally, found out that the building had some structural issues, and he ordered that the building be pulled down immediately, and a new one urgently erected for the law faculty and for the agric faculty. He ordered as well that new cafeteria be built. When you have that number of people in the university, you find out they have to expand their facilities. So if the cafeteria they had to contain 1,000 people before now, based on the new hostel, the government ordered them to build and all that. And of course, the increasing number of students intake. This past intake, the school admitted about 4,696 students, or there about almost 5,000, right? Yes. So what that means is that the school is expanding by the day. So he has directed that new cafeteria be built for them. And of course, he ordered the Honorable Commissioner for Works to ensure that all the internal roads, dilapidated roads that were within the university campus are reconstructed. Before now, under the Light Up Abia initiative, the State Ministry of Power and Public Utilities was handling the light up of Abia State University. But with the governor's visit, is an added impetus for them to even go beyond the areas they mapped out to even light up every other place in that area. So that singular visit by His Excellency has turned the fortunes of that university around in one fell swoop, and that speaks to the interest that the governor has in education. If you recall, at the inception of his government, he declared a state of emergency in education. And what is happening in that sector today is not a surprise. We have both basic and tertiary education ministries. So this is tertiary. If you look at Aseta in Arochukwu, a lot is happening there. You look at Obodo Polytechnic, a lot is happening there. All those universities, all those high institutions are being turned around for good. And in the case of Obodo Polytechnic, they are moving to a new site, and the governor has given a deadline for them to move over there. Of course, in the basic education sector, you can see what's happening in our schools, the free education policy, the building of new schools, the project of teachers. All these things are directed towards one thing, to take the educational sector of the state to a new level. And it's not a surprise that our students are doing so well in UMUAHIA and NECO exams. I read somewhere where somebody was asking, how come in under 2 years that everything is changing? What's happening? He speaks to the vision of one man and his determination, his unwavering commitment to turn things around for the better for Abia State. So that is what it is.
I must say it's very impressive. Okay, in case you're just tuning in, the program is Executive Brief on 88.1 FM, ECA radio. Of course, you can call us on telephone number 0812991448. Remember, this program is cast on.
Yeah. I don't want all those regular callers to do. Their call, please. Let's see how you do.
Okay. Remember, this program is cast on your 94.9 FM UMUAHIA View, 99.1 FM Aba, and of course, Family Love FM and 99.1 FM. The number to call once again is 0814-299-1448. The Honorable Commissioner for Information is seated here and ready to take care of questions. I'm talking about Prince. Okay, I think someone is calling already. Hello, good morning. Oh, please don't be angry, okay? So what's your name?
Good morning, Peter. Which Peter is this? Peter the Rock? Where are you calling from, Peter? Good morning. Hello. Thank you, Peter, for listening in too. Okay. I'm not aware, but I'll take your message very seriously. It says that IAK, right? I will escalate the message, but I don't want to say I don't believe you, because I know as I date about more than 50% of the PhDs have been built up with the equipment. Others are nearing completion. Okay, 2 weeks ago you went there. But your message is taken. I'm going to direct this to the Honorable Commissioner for your observation to the Honorable Commissioner for Information Health immediately after this program. Once he gets to know about that, he'll do something about it. Suffice that to say, I just hope they did not move the PhD there to another point within the community. It's possible. Mr. Peter, it's possible that they may have said, let's move, because in some cases, some of them are being constructed, others have been reconstructed. But I'll still find out what it is. And I hope you have a way to reconfirm from my office to know what has happened. Yeah, they will get there. Yeah. On the 2nd of April, and His Excellency President Olusegun Obasanjo, former president, will be on hand to commission that on important road. The road is ready for commissioning, but what's happening now? The installing street solar lights there, so that after commissioning, if you drive through that road at night, even if your car doesn't have good headlamps, you'll be able to drive through.
Okay, I think it's gone. Listen, thank you for calling, Peter. We've got another caller. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Let's get to meet you.
Good morning, madam. Who am I speaking with? Who's online? Her name is what?
Lapote.
Lapote. That sounds French. Bonjour, 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 mademoiselle. You don't speak French? Okay. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much, Lapote. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for your kind words for the governor. And thank you for encouraging us. Have a blessed day.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, who is speaking, please?
I think we lost his call. That's up. The mic is up.
Huh?
The mic is
Kind
up.
of people like this.
Another caller is
Okay. Tanzania, yeah.
just allow it. Go on. You know, be too.
Hello?
Good morning.
Okay, good morning, you're welcome. Who's calling, please?
Who's speaking? Michael? Okay, good morning, Michael. Okay, Mr. Michael, thank you for calling in. Your observations have been noted, and I will pass on your message to the Honorable Commissioner for Police and Sports, particularly particularly the issue that has to do, he said they still went somewhere outside Nigeria. Did he say Mombasa or what? Is this still on the line?
Mozambique.
Mozambique, yeah.
Okay. And they came back in Naples, you know. Okay. And they said players, the recruitment of players is poor.
And he was talking about the referral.
Well, let me reassure people like him that the state government is doing a lot in the field of sports. The government is investing hugely in that sector. And there are not too many state governments in Nigeria that have two-phase teams. We have Enyimba, we have the Warriors. It means that this state government is deliberate about promotion of sports. And whatever the issues affecting the performance of both Enyimba and Warriors will soon be given to excellence. The governor will not want to be associated with a thing that is not doing very well. But then, what we realize that this is sports. And in sports, you win some, you lose some. In a game of sports where two people are involved, one person must win. But we want to be winning a lot of time as number one state. So the message will get back to the right quarters, and the right things will be done to reposition Enyimba and other teams sports that bring a lot of joy to our people. But then you see, we tend to focus so much on football. Like Michael now, he said my problem is only football. The football is not the only sport. The other areas where we're doing so well, recall the last time our Paralympics went outside Africa, they went to Olympics and won gold and won silver medals. And in some other sporting competitions, I just said lately have been coming out top. So I want people like Michael to expand their horizon and not just focus on football alone. Let them think of other areas. Currently, there's a sports event going on. Our athletes are being in camp. They are being prepared for some other festivals.
The National Sports
Festival. And the government is doing everything to ensure that they go to that competition and win medals. So it's a whole effort on the part of government, and particularly on the part of our athletes and their managers. They are doing quite a lot. We'll continue to encourage them. But for the message from Michael, something we're done about that. Thank you very much.
Okay, got another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Who am I speaking with? Apostle, eh? Good morning, Apostle.
Where are you calling from, Apostle?
Okay. Thank you, Apostle. Okay. Apostle, before you go off the line, what do you do, please? You're a farmer, okay. Is your state, so you have to show interest in what happens in your state. I want to assure you that the government is doing so much for our civil servants. Most of the civil servants who were owed by previous government has been paying them. The government never said it was going to pay in one fell swoop. No. Most of the institutions that were owed before now that are being paid, the civil servants who were owed before we came in, they've been paid and they are now being paid regularly every month. And before now, people were not going on leave. Government has restored that when you want to go on leave, your leave allowance will be paid to you. Then talking strictly about what's the other issue you raised? No, before we ban, talking about the worker. Let me take on that. That's more important than this other one. You mentioned something promotion. Yes, of course you know that before this government came in, there were no promotions since 2021, I guess. And this government came in and after carrying out some verification exercises and decided to reform the civil service, government has gone ahead with the first set of promotions in the service. And those who are supposed to be promoted have been promoted. If you know anybody who was not promoted, then the rest assured that that person did not merit promotion. Every other person that was supposed to be promoted were promoted. Of course, you know that this government, since inception, has been paying workers 13th month. Pay them 13th month. And there have been other payments along the line. There was this payment that was done last year, just before the minimum wage. What was it called again?
That should be the
Wage award. The wage award. Government paid wage awards last year. Government, Abia State government was one of the state governments, first state government to implement the new minimum wage. What else can workers ask for? So the government is alive to its duties. The government is reforming the civil service, doing everything possible to ensure that our civil service turns out not just the best in Nigeria, but about the best in Africa. But having said that, government will not do everything overnight. Any areas where there are gaps, government will address those gaps. So that's the reason if you come and talk to that great civil servant today, they will tell you they are very happy. They've not had it so good. Their salaries are paid, not just being paid, but on a particular day in the month. When it's not 28, it will come a day before 28. But before that day, you receive your salary. Today you can plan. Okay, so government is doing everything to make workers happy. I think I want to stop so far to reassure you that everything about workers' problems, there are issues about salaries, allowances, governments are addressing them. Now, on the other hand, you talk about urban market. The urban market is like the elephant, big elephant in the room. Urban market is being, the issue of urban market is being addressed. There were a lot of issues around that market. A few of them had to do with bad planning at the onset. But this government does not run away from problems. Rather, this government provides solutions. And that's the reason we came to the office to provide solutions to issues that previous governments were not able to provide solutions. So urban market is being addressed. Of course, not too about 3 weeks ago, I was here doing the program to announce that those at gates, are being moved to Afara, and I can tell you that a lot of people at the gate ran away from urban market to that gate area. So government is relocating them to a more prominent site at Afara. But while that is going on, that whole issue about the urban market will be addressed and a permanent solution brought on board. So please be rest assured, my brother Apostle, that this government is not sleeping or resting on these prayers. The government will continue on a daily basis to provide solutions to whatever are issues confronting Amiens. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Who is this? Is it Lapote?
Is it Sam Lapote?
You've made your point. We need to allow others to come in.
Okay, I think we lost her call.
Lapote, are you a trade unionist? Anyway, government will provide solutions to that. Not too long ago, I spoke about the issue of power. Of course, you know that around the Aba area, we have what we call we have geometrics, and the 9 local government areas over there are in first. Geometrics is capable of providing power to them, and over here in UMUAHIA, government is discussing seriously with EEDC to refence the rest of the 8 LDAs in Abia South and Abia North. And once that happens, you have more steady power. Government, I can tell you for free, this government is going to acquire about 60% stake in EEDC. So what that means is that by the time we do that, we're able to determine how power runs here. Just this past week, the governor signed the Abia Electricity Law. That law will empower us to regulate and administer our own electricity market in Abia. So, Lapote, if you're still listening, I believe in the question of votes. If you notice a few changes in this state, our power will be more regular. But it depends on what part of the time you are now. You didn't say so. But I can tell you that in some parts of town, UMUAHIA will have up to 18 hours power supply with the 33 kVA. Am I correct, Francis?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely correct.
Yes, we have about 18 hours supply of light. If you are connected to the 11 kVA, it might not be that. You may not get all those hours. But I can assure you that with the 33 kVA line, you get up to 13 hours, and this is definitely going to improve once we have this deal, this MOU and deal done with EADs. Once we do that, I can assure you that UMUAHIA, environs, and Abia North will move into a new area of 24 hour round the clock power. Thank you, Lapote. For the market, I think I've already addressed that market. What you didn't tell us is whether you have a shop there. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. Who is calling, please?
Ready for where? Hello?
Okay, we've lost this call. 0814-299-1448. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Who's calling, please?
You said sorry for where?
Oh boy, that should be right.
Oh, but what side? You said something side. Bosar, okay, Pongwa. Okay. 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 You say you want me to say what? Do you have any problem with the construction now? Do you have any problem with the construction now? Yes. Okay. Innocent. Innocent. Don't be rest assured that your message is taken. You may not believe it. What affects the eyes affects what? The nose as well. I am the winner. That road we are talking about is a road that leads to my place. So, but you see, government, we don't wear our local caps. We're working for Abia State. We're not working for particular areas where we come from. Now you mentioned this issue, I will take it up with the Honorable Commissioner for Works to know what exactly is happening. And I can assure you that within days, you notice a change. And when you notice a change, please come back here and tell us that you notice a change with regards to what's happening on Road. Okay? Okay. The tunnel, no problem. All those things affect me too, but they'll be addressed.
I will just take one more call and then call it in the program.
Hello, good morning. Hello. That must be a straight call. Okay, good morning. Who is calling, please?
Good morning. There's a Okoro. Are you a man or woman? With a female voice? Old man, eh? We're only old man Kuwenoku. Okay, Mama. There we go. Yeah. Amen. Thank you. Chere, okay, man, there's a Okoro. Here's the problem. Both one, I can marry here your problem. Which retirement? Let me retire. 2011. So can you have to you can be retired? Oh, now get away happy baby. No, why did I remember it?
It's talking about
Gratuity.
Otu ịkpọta aha ya ma a ga-akwụ gị a ga-anapụta gị 10% n'ime ya. No, chere ka m zaa gị ọsịsọ ka time anyị agwara. Just last Sunday, gọvanọ ịmanụ gọvanọ anyị onye obi ebere. So gọvanọ bịa hụ ndị workers na ha etile gratuity elu gratuity ahụ. Ọ sịrị na ọ ga-akwụ ya n'ihi ọwụ anyị ji ụgwọ ahụ ọwụ gọọmenti ya ji ụgwọ. abịakwa ndị leadership ndị NUP ndị mere negotiate gọọmenti fa akwụọ ha ụgwọ eji ha the arrears. O nwere otu ha ji bịa soro okwu ahụ ya ruo gọvanọ iwe akwụchara ha ụgwọ ha anaghị ego rie tọnzegasị n'afọ ọzọ ha tinye aka n'akwụkwọ anafọ ọzọ dị mkpa tinye aka n'akwụkwọ so asị ahụ ha siri wutere gọvanọ sọsị oke ebe m fọsụrụ unu ego ahụ nke m kwuru na-akwụ unu weta ya ka bido n'isi ha ịma na aga ewetara ha eriele ji ego rie nri na n'ime ya gaa toilet na everything but gọvanọ agbanweela obi ya ugbu a so just na Sunday ọ dara kwete na ya ga-eleba anya n'ihe ahụ again. Then chọrọ ịgwa gị Mr. Ezenwa, be rest assured that gọọmenti ọda ka akpa enwe mkpakọrịta enwe discussions between ndị eji ụgwọ the retirees and the government with the leadership of Labour, not the discredited leadership of AUP. Ndị kpasuru gọvanọ iwe with ụdị agwa ọjọọ ha nọ n'akpa. So ọ gaghị ka aka ugbu a unu ga-anụ na onwere mkpọtụ gọvanọ dị sị ka akwụọ unu ugbu ahụ. So obi amapụtara gị nwee ndidi unu ga-enweta ego ahụ. Your gratuity, the issue of gratuity is being addressed seriously, yes.
Well,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It's another to have to call it a day on Executive Brief today. Honorable Commissioners, like so many people want to continue calling it.
Maybe they decide to extend the time
to 2 hours.
Yeah.